Good morning, guys. Um, I have to explain the chronological order of things because I made a mistake. I made a mistake. Damn. I made a mistake and did not upload the vlog before I uploaded that last video where I have this dress on. That was basically last night. I put this dress back on. I couldn't do the video naked. So anyway, the vlog where it says Jamaican men and hookah or something like that, I was supposed to upload that before the video where it says the dating game and combing my nappy hair or some shit like that. So I was supposed to do one before the other. So with that being said, to pick up where I left off, I'm going to finish doing my hair today. And I know it's confusing because you see the vlog and my hair is like an afro puff or whatever. And then the next video you see me doing my hair, and then this video I have the same dress on. So it's like, this is all happening back to back, but I just uploaded it in a weird way. Oh, okay guys. I just wanted to clarify that. My hair is still wet. Still feels gooky. I really hope that I didn't offend nobody with that Jamaican men shit. But I just feel as though, once I say I just feel, that's it for it. That's it for everybody. That's just been my experiences. And I know not everybody's the same. So you don't have to tell me that. I know everybody's different. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna do these braids. I got my little coffee. Today's agenda consists of me finishing my hair, me doing my feet. I wanted to run to Harlem for something, and you know, boom, shit, this is how you know when I'm not supposed to be talking about somebody. Boom Shatta still didn't hit me back. He's so cool going to the studio. I think I'm gonna start inserting text messages and shit so y'all can see the type of shit. If you married, well, lucky you. Alright? Well, the rest of us gotta deal with this. But anyway, yeah, I need to go to Harlem, pick up some fabric. And you guys, I don't know if y'all pick this up in the vlogs, but I do have my own business. I've always, not always, I think since 2017 I've had a licensed business. I started off by selling crystal jewelry. I was making crystal eyewear. I might insert a picture, I'm not sure. I went from making, even before I was making crystal eyewear, I was making shampoo, conditioner, hair butter and stuff like that, but that I wasn't promoting because that took a lot to do, and it was actually doing, you know, well, but I just wasn't passionate about it, you know what I'm saying, and I didn't want to run the risk. I don't know how to say it, like when you're dealing with people's hair and skin and stuff, you have to be very careful with what you do. Is a lot of guidelines and stuff like that, so I just never pushed that. I should have, and I still can, but did I even comb this? What the fuck? So that's what I was doing before I started doing the jewelry. Then I went from the jewelry, I was doing jewelry and lipstick. I know how to make a lipstick. Now the lipstick I want to get back into. The problem is I thought I had figured out a good combination. I can't see rough for them. I'm acting like I know what I'm doing, y'all. I thought I figured out a good formulation, and months later when I would look at the lipstick, it was extremely hard. So it had hardened up quite a bit. So I said, I can't sell this to people because I don't know that many people that would use lipstick within a month or 2 months time. You know what I'm saying? Before it hardens up. Like, lipstick is supposed to stay malleable. So I'm going to do some research on that no time soon. So, you know, if you're anything like me and you have an entrepreneurial spirit, you know that there's a few things you have to try before you find your thing. And I believe that I found my thing, which is handbags. So, which one I want to show you? I'll show you this one. This is not done. So, you see the little crystal on it? This one isn't done either. When I say it's not done, it's just that I have to add straps and stuff to them. From August 24th to September 4th. No, this thing did not just bust me in my head. September 4th. Anybody who is subscribed to me, or anybody who watches my videos, if you go to my website, right now the website has an automatic sale of 30% off. So if you're gonna buy something and you're not subscribed, I think that sale is going on. I don't know, it may overlap. So if you're subscribed to me, you can get a bigger percentage off. You don't have to use the one that's going on now. So you could type in when it says promotional code or discount code when you're about to buy something, you type in sub Annie. I'm put it up on the screen. I have the link in the description box. I'm very passionate about this. This ain't no scheming and scamming shit. I make these bags. I buy the materials. I'm not currently working a normal 9 to 5. This is going to be something. This is something that I've paid for promotions for. This is something that I've bought with my money on my own materials. It's something I've sat in the house and sewn. You know what I'm saying? And this whole summer I haven't really been doing much. I've been just trying to dedicate time into making my bags. And it's not only bags, it's soaps and bath bombs. It's not a whole lot of soaps and bath bombs, but I'm making them because I want to give bonus gifts for people who do purchase a bag, or give somebody an option to just buy something small if they just want to support me. They don't have to necessarily buy a bag. So, with all of that being said, if you can support me and buy something, like I said, it will be a discount off. What I'm going to do is any profit that I make from the bags, I'm going to start saving up for a camera and equipment for the YouTube, because I do see that I'm getting closer to 500, and then I'm going to also invest in more materials. So it's not going to be like I'm out here bowling out or nothing like that. I don't have a large quantity of each bag, but if you go online and you see that it's only one of something or two of something, I just put 1 or 2 or 3 of each bag, simply because I didn't want to say it's 10 of that bag available. No, I can make the bag, it's not an issue. So if it's 2 of something, don't fret. You know, get you one or whatever, and I'll just restock when I remake the bags. It takes me about 3-4 hours tops to make a bag, depending on what I'm doing, depending on what design I'm doing. So that's why I want to go to Harlem today, because I want to buy some more fabric. My hair's been fried, dyed, and blow dried. It's been through years of wear and tear. Ooh, girl. That's because my hair is wet. Don't think that it's tangled, it's wet, so it's sticking together. It's been through years of wear and tear. Ooh, girl, what happened to your hair? Anyway. So that's enough blabbering. I really, really hope that you guys can support me in that way. If not, you know, you guys been supporting, you've been watching my little bootleg videos. Everybody has to start somewhere. I think that I'm trying not to make this part long because I want to show you guys later when I'm getting ready for my little date. This is not going to be too much of a vlog video. This is just me chatting it up, and then y'all see me getting ready for my little date later. What I was gonna say? Everybody has to start somewhere. I think I was a little discouraged, and sometimes I still feel a little discouraged because I feel as though in order for you to be a huge YouTuber, you have to either be some type of cutesy couple, you have to either be a lesbian couple, you have to be a makeup artist, or you have to be a natural hair guru. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, what place do I have on YouTube? What am I gonna be doing? It's like when you try to do something different, it can backfire on you somewhat, because it's like people want to see what they want to see. People are used to seeing a certain thing. So I am just trying to figure out my goal on YouTube. What is my channel actually really going to be about? I'm not the prankster type of person. I don't play those fucking games. Bitch, don't prank me. I mean, I can understand a joke or two, but some people take it too far. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm fucking blind as a bat. And even if I was to get in a relationship, I can understand having that person in some of my videos. But to have like a whole series, I'm not sure about that. I'm not saying that that wouldn't be something that I wouldn't do, but it's like I'm not too keen on putting that much information out on somebody I'm dealing with. At the end of the day, I'm not in my 20s. I'm a 30-year-old woman, so I don't see me getting into a serious relationship and putting it on the internet as something that I would be too interested in doing. It would have to be like a mature channel. Like, of course there would be jokes and shit, because y'all know I'm always fucking joking, but it couldn't be none of that prank shit and all that crazy shit people be doing. So I'm just trying to figure out my place, because I feel as though I can do these vlogs and I can do these sit downs and talks and stuff like that, but what would I do to bring my channel to the next level? And the only thing I can think of right now is, number one, the quality of my videos, and that's why I'm really trying to push this business. Also, you can follow my business page on Instagram. I'll insert the name right there. It's called Black Rose Society 88. That's one word, exactly the words how it's spelled. Black Rose Society 88. So I am just trying to make it so where I have an income coming in, where I don't feel so pressured to get a 9-to-5, because I know once I do that, that's going to take away from me being able to invest in my business and invest in myself in regards to time. Enjoy the discount. Hopefully you can support. There's little stuff on there. There's bath bombs. Well, there's one bath bomb, one type of bath bomb on there. But there's 2 different types of soap, so you don't have to buy a bag. The bags might be a little, oh, I can't spend $100 or $200 on a bag right now, even though that's not what you would really spend, because you're getting a 40% discount. So if you can't do that, buy a little soap or something. But heads up, there will be a 500 subscriber giveaway. So the 500 subscriber giveaway is going to go to somebody random, I believe. You know, I see that there's certain people who interact with me or whatever, so I do feel like those type of people are going to take precedence over somebody who's just randomly subscribed to me. But that person will be receiving a box of my handmade goods. So let's get me to 500 subscribers so I can do that giveaway, and then I'll do a Q&A also when I hit 500. So anyways, guys, I think if I am gonna say something good about my channel, I'm gonna say that I feel as though YouTube at one point used to be this a little bit more personal. Like, I feel like when people get to a certain level, it's like you can't, they become unrelatable to an extent. You know what I'm saying? It becomes that they're a celebrity type of, and you know, I can't predict the future, but that's not something that I want for myself. Like, yeah, I want a whole bunch of subscribers, and I want to be able to have an income off of YouTube or whatever. But I don't ever want it to be to a point where it's like, what can I say? I have to be generic. I have to do videos that aren't aligned with what I'm actually interested in life. I don't want to, I don't wear makeup. Like, I don't want it to be where y'all met me, I wasn't wearing makeup, and all of a sudden I gotta wear makeup because I'm going to this event. Or I don't fucking wear makeup. I fill in my little eyebrows, I put my mascara on, I put lashes on here and there, I put my little lipstick on, I rub some fucking jojoba oil on my skin or some coconut oil, and I go about my fucking day. And I always want to remain like that. I'm not an extra type of fucking person. So anyway, I hope that I come off as your sister or your crazy aunt bitch. That's always the feel that I want. Or your crazy ass fucking virtual best friend. Who knows? But anyway, I'm just talking out my ass right now because you have to put things into the air if you want them to happen. You can't continue to doubt yourself. You know, all this YouTube drama that's fucking going on with these racist ass makeup artists. Fake phony couples and people beefing, and that's not me, boo-boo. That is not me. Bitch, we beefing. We beefing? I don't think so. If you don't live in the immediate area, look at this white hair. Wait, I want to show y'all. Y'all see it right there, right? Y'all have to see this shit because it's brown-ish white. Like, it's brown right there, then it's white. I've had this strand of hair in my head for years. It's like random ass white hairs that I have. You see them? Right there. So I'm sorry about the mix up with the uploads. I'm trying to be consistent, but sometimes I just like to, what I'm going to do is start randomly uploading like chatty videos. Because I just want to, you know, vent or talk or whatever. And I think it gives people a better feel of who you are. Or whatever. So, or whatever. Fucking bird. Anyway, I'll be back later, guys. So, this is my outfit. I don't know if y'all can see my shoes. They're like some little mira shoes. This is the bag that I made that I'm wearing. Get you one, get you one. Okay. So, we're not going anywhere really fancy. I know I should have dipped my braids in water, but then it would have left a wet mark on my butt. And so I just tried to put conditioner on it to tame the ends. That's one thing about hair, like it got a little wet when I was in the shower. This shit take forever to dry. I'm probably leaving stains on my booty. Anyway, so this is what I'm wearing. Hopefully my stomach don't look too cray-cray. I did my own feet. I could have went and got them done, but I really don't want to go back to those salons. Like, they be fucking up my feet. I didn't do my nails. I have, sorry guys, sorry about the focus. What lipstick do I have on? I can't find the shit, y'all. I'll let y'all know. Let me see if y'all can see it better this way. Okay, y'all can see it better this way. So, this is the color lipstick I have on. I got these little earrings from the beauty supply. Of course, this is my silver necklace I always wear. Oh, this is real. I have a little pinky ring on. And that's it. This is my shoes. I don't know if y'all can see them. As long as the motherfucker ain't got 20/20 vision, he won't know that I did my own pedicure. Anyways, I'm going out with Dark and Lovely. I'm gonna keep y'all posted. Stiff job. My phone is about to die. I'm just checking and I'm alright. It's almost 1 o'clock in the fucking morning. I'm tired of the motherfucker, but my whole ass trying to hang out. He went in there to use the bathroom, but he's taking mighty long. And I gotta tell you some shit that just happened in there. But anyway, I'll keep y'all posted. Good morning, guys. Yes, I have lipstick on because let me tell y'all real quick. My son had a 10 a.m. game, right? He was away at, I'm sorry for all this movement, but I'm trying to do 2 things at once because I might not do it later. My son was away at football camp for a week. So he came back yesterday. And when he came back, I had already left out, so I told him that I'll come to the game that he has this morning. So he had a 10 a.m. game, so I'll get up, and y'all know I'm tired because I went out last night with Dark and Lovely. So I'll get up. Girl, it's mad construction going on out there, and I couldn't even fucking get to the game. Like, I had the trains and stuff was messed up, so they're like, oh, you got to take the shuttle. By the time I found out where exactly the shuttle is to get to my son's game, sorry guys, it's already 10 o'clock, and that's the time that the game starts. So by the time I would have got there, it would have been too late. So he has 3 games today. He had 1 at 10, he's gonna have 1 at 3, and then 1 at 5. The first one was in one location and the second 2 is in a different location. So I'm gonna go to the one that's at 3. So here's the real tea. Dark and Lovely, he asked me today, he's like, oh, you want to get ice cream later? I thought that was pretty random, but it was sweet. So I'm like, later what time? So he's like 12, and I was like, you know, I kind of had to dub him. I'm like, my son just got back and he has games that I want to go to. You know what I'm saying? Like, your child is not here for a whole week, and then you can't even go to his fucking games. That'll be fucked up to me. So I told him, like, oh, my son got games. And I said, I don't know why I necessarily felt the need to say it, but I was like, oh, if you want to come to one of his games. If you want to come to his games, you're welcome to come. But I also said, if that's a little bit too much too soon for you, you don't have to come. So he took a minute to reply, and he was like, where's the game at? So I tell him where it's at. And now dark enough, he's gonna meet my son. What the fuck, y'all? But let me tell y'all the tea. Put down below, and don't be disrespectful about it, if you think that, how can I say? I wanted to pose this in a general way. Like, when is the right time for someone to meet your child? So I want to explain further, because I feel as though it's one thing for someone to meet your child, like when you bring them to your house, and like y'all in the house. And then it's another thing, in my opinion, for somebody to meet your child at something where it's like a lot of people at, like a game. So that's why I didn't necessarily feel no way about it. And I must add that I don't bring men around my son. I do not bring men around my son. Because I don't necessarily, if I feel as though somebody is not the type of person that I would want to, that has, how can I say, doesn't have the character of somebody who is going to be a good influence on my child, I won't bring them around him. So with all that being said, I've been dating and I've been single for a little minute. So there's only like a handful of people, mind you, my son is 13. So there's only a handful of people where my son literally got introduced to, and not even introduced on some, this is my boyfriend type shit. Like, I'll be in the street and I run into my ex, like from when I was a young girl, and I'll be like, oh, hey, this is my son, and this is such and such. But I don't bring men around my son. I'm very particular about that. So I invited him just for the sake of inviting him. But something in me is like, you know, you always have those thoughts like, is that appropriate to do? Not that I can make my own decisions or whatever. But if you get what I'm trying to say, like, basically, do y'all think, like, when do you think it's an okay thing to bring somebody around your kid, even if you're introducing them as your friend? And like I said, I don't bring a lot of people around my son, so I don't see any harm in it. So to go further into detail, he was like, oh, how tall is your son? So I said, my son is my height. So he said, would you like to sit him in the front seat? Because he is driving for the weekend. I'm sorry with all these crazy angles, y'all. He is driving. Look at me looking like, what's Angelica's doll? The shit that got all the bald patches and shit. I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep my hair out of my face. He was like, would you like him to sit in the front seat so he could get an experience? Because he's driving the M4. I think it's a BMW, some sports car or whatever. And it's not his car. He rented it. But he has a nice car. But he likes to rent, like, that's one of his hobbies. He likes to, like, drive sports cars. So I was like, okay, that's very sweet. So I feel as though he's making an initiative. And he also, why am I out of breath from sweeping? The fuck? And he also, he's one of them people that you could always tell when a guy has an interest in you or has a general, like, cares about you to a certain extent, because what they'll do is they'll ask about your kids. There's guys that you date and they know you have a child or children, and they don't even bother to be like, oh, how's the baby, or how's the, you know, the boy or the girl, or blah blah blah. So he always does that. He'd be like, oh, how's your son? He's not, you know, there's niggas that ask, is your kids home? And then there's dudes that ask, is your kids okay? You know what I'm saying? So I take mental notes with that. So I guess that's another reason why I felt comfortable. And yesterday when we was talking, when we was out on a date, he brought it up himself. He was like, oh, your son play ball? He said, watch, I'm going to play ball with him. I'm going to bust his ass. So he's like including or inserting himself in that type of scenario where he would have a relationship with my son. So I don't know. I think that's a very good thing. I mean, it's a little scary because it's just like, shit, it could get real, y'all. But I really do appreciate that. I really, really do appreciate that. So let me give y'all the tea on yesterday's date. So we have went to this place called SEA, like SEA, and it's in Brooklyn. So we go to this, we were supposed to go to this spot called The Boil, which is one of my favorite spots. It's a seafood spot. But Thai food is my favorite food of all time. Well, I feel like they in a Thai. Seafood and Thai food is like both equally good to me. So he has an allergy. So he was like, listen, I know you really want to go to that spot, and I was going to go. But he's like, I looked at the menu, and he was like, I can't even go there. Like, there's nothing for me to, you know, replace the seafood with. It's not like they serve steak. So I said, okay. So we go to his spot, the Thai spot. So we get there, the shit is real nice or whatever. Let me sit my ass down and tell y'all the fucking tea. So he is like, let's go to that spot. So long story short, we go to that spot. On the way there, I told you he's driving that sports car. So he speeding up, showing off, doing all the type of shit. So I'm letting him be him. I'm not worried about it. At first I said something. I was like, boy, you got a car. He was like, yo, I got us. Like, I'm not going to kill her. So I relaxed or whatever. After the restaurant, we go to the spot called Mo's, M-O. With an S. It's in Brooklyn, downtown Brooklyn, Williamsburg, I think, or some. No. The Thai spot was in Williamsburg. The Mo's spot, I know it was in Brooklyn, but not exactly where. We get to Mo's, and he goes in there, and the security guard is giving him a hard time because remember, he's a CO. So his ID, I don't know if, I think the CO thought that he was a cop. Because he was trying to fake give him a hard time. He was like, nah, man, I'm just joking. He was like, yo, when you see me in the street, give me a pass. So he thinks that the nigga I'm with is a cop. So we in Mo's, and this girl, mind you, this happens to me a lot, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. Hold on, guys. I gotta come back. Yeah, guys. Sorry. This is turmeric and honey. We get into Mo's. And it's some girls in there. So it was a girl in there, dark skin, short girl, platinum blonde hair. She was with a group of friends. They was decent looking. So I walk in there, and it's like, I'm not tooting my own horn, but people forget that it's like I have height on me and then I have weight on me. So people, when I walk into a room, people notice me. You know what I'm saying? So the fucking guys are staring at me, the girls are staring at me, and I'm like, alright. So we get in there, shorty grilling. First we get in there, she grilled dark and lovely up and down. You know how women be trying to be funny sometimes. Bitch, I don't feel no way, I'm with the nigga. So, she grilled him up and down, so I'm sitting there, so she's giving me the eye, grilling me up and down or whatever. That shit don't bother me. So, I gotta make sure when I put this on my eyebrows, I don't snatch my fucking eyebrows out. So, just to make my presence felt, I push past shorty to get to the fucking bar. Like, sis, you staring at me, but the fuck does that mean? If she wasn't staring at me, like, you know how some women stare at you in admiration? I know the difference, you know what I'm saying? There's always a little hating ass bitch somewhere. Oh, shorty glaring you the eye, whatever. So I pushed past. I was like, oh, excuse me, and I put my hand on her back. Shady as fuck. So she moves. Her whole crew moves, bitch. So I'm standing there, and one of her friends come up to me, and she touches Hold on. Oh, that's the text message from my best friend. My best friend is in the Bahamas right now, guys. Bitch always going somewhere. Leaving my black ass here. So one of her friends come up to me and she touches my ass. She was like, oh my god, your ass is so pretty. Y'all, no fucking lie. That happens to me so often with women. Like, women don't give a fuck. They will grab your ass, smack your ass. So shorty, I'm standing there and I was like, oh, thank you. But I was kind of like, because Dark and Lovely is like, yo, what the fuck, shorty? Kind of bold. Not only does she touch my ass, she leans on it. Like, I know Dominique is gonna watch this. My friend Dominique does it. She uses my ass like as a resting spot. So shorty is dead leaning, and I was kind of like, so I had to turn around. I mean, I wasn't nasty towards her or whatever, but I was like, because I'm kind of used to women doing that to me, and to be honest, it doesn't bother me unless it's excessively. As long as it's not a fucking man doing it, I don't give a fucking. I mean, you shouldn't touch people you don't know, but I'm not that uptight. You know what I'm saying? So sis does that. So now he was like, so that's when his whole mood changed. He like, yo, you bring too much attention. You bring too much attention. So he says that. So I'm like, you know, I don't pay it no mind. So we go in the back of the spot. We in the back of the spot. He was like, yo, man, people looking at you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, the fuck? Like, what do you want me to do, nigga? I'm here with you. I'm over here fake grinding up on him and shit. So, we go to leave the spot. Because I was like, are you bored? Because he was fake two-stepping, but you could tell that it was kind of like, you know, bitch, like, this ain't nothing really going on in here. So I was like, are you bored? He was like, do you want to hit another bar or something? I was like, yeah, we can. So he's like, all right, bet. So we leave. While we leaving, y'all, and there's steps. Like, when you first go in, there's the bar area or whatever, and then if you want to go to the back, it's like 4 or 5 steps. So he's in front of me when we going down these steps. So the security guard, not the one I gave him a hard time, the other one, is there. So the security guard grabs my arm. Not grabs, but he like cuffs my elbow. And he was gonna like help me down the stairs. Not that I needed help, but you know niggas is fucking extra. So when he does that, I turn around and I look at him. And I didn't look at him like, yo, what the fuck? I just looked because it kind of caught me off guard that he would help me down the stairs. Like, you see me with a man. So, mind you, Dark and Lovely is a gentleman. He was opening my door the whole night, going around the car, and, you know. So, when he turned around to put his hand out to help me down the stairs, he sees that it's another dude helping me down the stairs. So, it happened so fast. Like, the dude grabbed my arm and was trying to help me down the stairs, and when I turned, Dark and Lovely turned around, and then when he turned around and saw the guy, but at that point he already had his hand out, so I go to grab his hand, so the security guard like snatched his hand back or whatever. So now we get outside and he like what did he say? He said, yo, dudes is mad funny. I said, niggas dead try to test you or what? He was like, dudes are dead try to test you. He's gonna say, he was like, that's mad funny style. Like, why would he do that? So I'm like, yo, it was not that big of a deal or whatever. I was like, I said it happened so fast that, you couldn't expect it. It was nothing that, but to me, it wasn't that big of a deal. It was a little bit kind of disrespectful, but you know how men are with their fucking egos or whatever. So he goes on to say, he was like, why didn't you say anything to him? And I was like, I was kind of caught off guard that he even said that, because, hold on, let me check the time. 11:29. So I was kind of caught off guard because he like blamed me for the situation. So I was like, I didn't have any time to say anything. I was like, he grabbed my arm. By the time I turned and looked at him, you already had turned around. So the way Dark and Lovely turned around, he legit turned around like he was going to say something. So that's why I didn't say anything. And my thing is, it wouldn't be my style to make a big deal like, oh, nigga, don't touch me. Because it's not like he grabbed me like forcefully or he was being like all up in my face. He legit was just standing by the side of the steps and was, you know, whatever. So he was like, yeah, but he was like, oh, you gotta say something next time or whatever, because niggas that try to be disrespectful. He was like, oh, if you would have said something, that would have let him know, and then if he would have kept on, I would have said something, and then I would have had the right to do this and do that. And I was kind of like, I was like, you saying that? I said, but it happened so quick. And I said, when you turned around, I legit thought you was gonna say something, but you didn't. And I was like, he was like, oh, but you gotta say something, you gotta let these niggas know. I was like, okay, I understand that, but I was like, it's not like he was being ultra aggressive or anything like that. It was a small situation. Shit happened in like 3 seconds, where it's not even like I could snatch my arm back or something like that. It just happened so quick, and it wasn't that big of a deal, in my opinion. So he was really bothered by that, y'all. He, like, from the time we left the spot to the time we get to the car, he was like, yeah, because I've seen girls be like, yo, nigga, don't touch me, blah blah blah. He was like, yeah, if we gonna be together, that's how you gotta be. He was like, I see you bring a lot of attention. He was like, yo, dudes ever try to talk to you while you was with another guy? And I was like, yeah, sometimes that happens or whatever. But that's New York. Well, I don't know if it's only New York, but that's how New York niggas are. When they with a whole bunch of other people and they see a girl that look good and she just so happened to be with a guy, them niggas are dead ass be like, yo, shorty, what's good? My thing is, this is nothing new. You live in this area. I mean, he didn't live in that particular area, but that's the culture of New York. So why you even let it bother you? But I guess he felt a little punked or whatever. I don't know. But disrespected, rather. So he says that. So that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because I'm in my head like, he's going to be one of them people that, being that he didn't handle a situation a certain way, he'll find a way to blame you for it. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, he was like, oh, you just want to go back to that spot? Or I was like, no, we don't have to go back to the spot. So he looked kind of relieved. He was like, okay. So first, when he was going to go get the car, he was like, oh, before we even got into Mo's, he was like, when we leave, he was like, I want you to stay in here and then I'll go get the car or whatever. I don't need you, you know, walking all the way back, because the car was like parked on some shady ass fucking street. So after the situation happened, that nigga did not want me standing in front of that fucking spot. And I didn't want to stand in front of that spot, because we left and it was kind of like, everybody was like, so when we left, he was like, oh, you gonna come with me to get the car? And I was like, yeah, I'll go with you to get the car. Like, I already knew in my head that he didn't want me standing in it. Rightfully so, because it's like, if I'm standing there and dudes try to come to me and talk to me or whatever, and then he pull up, it's kind of like, you know, whatever. So, you know, we go get the car and he like, yo, I gotta pee. He goes back into Mo's. So he parks the shit in front of Mo's. And I don't know if he was trying to show off the car or if he went back in there to kind of flex his muscles or whatever. Whatever. So he in there for a minute. So he come back out. So we get in the car. And here he go. He like, he was like, yeah, some girl in there pressed me or whatever. And I told her, yo, my girl is out. He was like, oh, my girl is outside right in the car. I don't want her to beat me up. So this is what he says to me. So in my head, I'm kind of like, is he one of them people that have to be tick for tack? Or is he one of the people that have to get all the attention or something like that? I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like, yeah, dude try to talk to you. What the fuck? It's like, yeah, dude try to talk to you, but somebody try to press me too. Like, kind of like that type of thing. Or if he needed to go back in there and just let people see his little car that he driving. I don't know what it was, but I kind of got that feel that he's one of those type of people. So, you know, I didn't say anything. I didn't press him on it and try to call him out. Everybody has character flaws, but I took mention of that. And when he dropped me off, he was like, oh, I don't know. He was like, oh, you got one of them make a nigga fight in the street booties, like some shit he said or whatever. And I was just kind of like, that's one thing I don't like, y'all. I don't like insecure men. I don't like passive aggressive men. I do not like that, because I'm with you. You are driving this nice car. You got you a little thing like me on your arms. You got you a nice job. You're a good looking man. I mean, what more do you want? What more do you want? So for somebody to say certain stuff like that, it's kind of like, it's kind of put offish, because it makes you feel like he's gonna be one of them people that you always got to prove yourself to, or I don't know. Yeah, I know I was in that abusive relationship, so I'm very like weary. I dissect every fucking thing when it comes to shit like that, because I don't want no fucking smoke. I don't want no smoke with no crazy nigga. I don't want none of that shit. So that's the tea. That might be a small red flag. What else? There's nothing else. Today he's supposed to come pick me up, and we're supposed to go to my son's game, so that should be fun. I'm gonna look at the interaction between my son and him. Now, one thing about my son is kind of a jerk. And I say that with love, but my son is my child. Like, my son is me when I was younger. Real smart, intelligent. His mouth could be like, he don't like to lose. Don't like to lose an argument. He like to prove his point. He could be a little obnoxious sometimes. So I'm going to peep the interaction between my son and him. But anywho, oh yeah, and that's another thing. He keeps saying that Dark and Lovely, y'all. Mind you, I have not been talking to this guy for that long. He keeps saying, I love you. Like, we'll get off the phone, or we'll be on the phone. He'll be like, yo, I love you. I love you. And you know, niggas joke and be like, love you. Or he legit saying, I love you. Like, flat out. So when we was eating dinner, I was like, let me ask you something. I said, why you keep saying that? He was like, so he started laughing. He was like, oh, I'm just saying it. He was like, you know, some people have an issue saying it. And he was like, I'm just saying it just to say it. I'm joking or whatever. I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. I mean, I get it, because sometimes saying I love you could be an uncomfortable thing to say. So I don't know if he's practicing saying it. I don't know where the fuck he get that from. And he even texted me, and I was laughing about it. But it's kind of like, boy, why the fuck is you joking saying that? Like, of course I don't believe him, but that's nothing to joke with. And then he asked me, he was like, I'm sorry if this is a long-winded video, guys, but I just want to give y'all the fucking tea. So, yeah. He did ask me to go on vacation with him, but it's kind of like he keeps asking me, so I don't know if he's asking me because he's not sure if he wants to go on vacation with me. But, whatever. I ain't gonna die if I don't go, motherfucker. Like, ain't no sweat off my back. So, that is the tea with Mr. Dark and Lovely. Now, Mr. Boom Shatta did not call me all day yesterday, and I didn't call him because he keep with that, I'm in the studio, I'm gonna call you back when I'm done, I'm doing a photo shoot, I'm going to this industry event, I'm gonna hit you back when I'm done, I'm gonna pop out on you today. This is a prime example of the two different guys, the two different type of men that you come across. Anyway, I'm gonna keep y'all posted, and I'm gonna try to vlog a little bit later on.